Introducing the business model canvas. A business model is a framework for making money. It is the set of activities that a company performs to create customer value and earn a profit. The business model canvas is based on 9 building blocks. The concept is inspired by the 3 constraints of design thinking: desirability, feasibility, and viability. Now, let's have a look at the 9 building blocks. Block 1, customer segments. Customers comprise the heart of any business model. Customer segments describes the different groups of customers that a company aims to reach and serve. The key questions are: for whom are we creating value? Who are our most important customers? Block 2, value propositions. Value propositions describes the products or services that create value for a specific customer segment. Values may be quantitative or qualitative. The key questions are: what value do we deliver to the customer? Which customer needs are we satisfying? Block 3, channels. Channels describes how a company deliver value proposition to its customer segments. Channels are customer touch points that play an important role in the customer experience. The key questions are: through which channels do our customer segments want to be reached? How are we reaching them now? Block 4, customer relationships. The customer relationships deeply influence the overall customer experience. The customer relationships describes the types of relationships a company establishes with specific customer segments. The key questions are: what type of relationship does each of our customer segments want? Which ones have we established? Block 5, revenue streams. The revenue streams represents the cash a company generates from each customer segment. There are several ways to generate revenue streams. The key questions are: for what value are our customers really willing to pay? And for what do they currently pay? Block 6, key resources. The key resources describes the most important assets required to create and offer a value proposition to the customer segments. Key resources can be owned or leased by the company or acquired from key partners. Key resources can be categorized as physical, intellectual, human, or financial. The key question is: what key resources do our value propositions require? Block 7, key activities. Every value proposition calls for a number of key activities. The key activities describes the most important things a company must do to make its business model work. Key activities can be categorized as production, problem solving, or network. The key questions are: what key activities do our value propositions require? Block 8, key partnerships. Companies create alliances to optimize their business models, reduce risk, or require key resources. The key partnerships are the cornerstone of many business models. We can distinguish between 4 different types of partnerships: strategic alliances, strategic partnerships, joint ventures, and buyer-supplier relationships. The key questions are: who are our key partners? And which key activities do partners perform? Block 9. Cost structure. The cost structure describes all costs incurred to operate a business model. Cost structures can have the following characteristics: fixed costs, variable costs, economies of scale, and economies of scope. The key questions are: what are the most important costs in our business model? Which key resources and key activities are most expensive? You're now able to design your first business model. Pick one of the TEMO cases and identify and describe each of the 9 building blocks in the business model canvas.